Denver 7 Now is sponsored by Ferguson and BAC Appliance Center, the best in bath, kitchen, and lighting for your home.
I'm Ann Trujillo with the latest from Denver 7. Tonight we are focusing on ICE, an agency we've covered extensively over the last year. Just yesterday, we told you about the ACLU report accusing the Aurora facility of not providing proper medical care. Denver City Council abruptly canceled contracts with halfway houses because they were run by the same group behind that ICE facility. And that's not to mention a few months ago, many communities were living in fear of large-scale raids that would see their loved ones deported or the families separated at the border in the scramble to reunite them after courts ruled it had come to an end. But ICE agents will tell you they are misunderstood, that they're not the bad guys, instead here to keep people safe. So tonight, Denver 7's Megan Lopez is going 360.
Power to the migrants! Their protest chants this facility is no stranger to.
Power! Power!
In a time when immigration is a hot-button issue. Since 2003, it's been up to ICE to enforce immigration law. But with so many negative headlines coming out about the agency and its policies, is ICE being portrayed fairly? Protest organizers say this group is inhumane and needs to be done away with. ICE says it's just following the law and its job is necessary. The daughter of one immigrant wants accountability, while a former border agent says people don't understand this job is dangerous and difficult. For the acting field office director of ICE,
we just want to say that we are doing our job.
The agency is deeply misunderstood.
We do our job with professionalism, and we do the job the way that we're supposed to do it.
John Fabricatori says ICE is going after dangerous people.
Over 85% of those that we target and arrest have been convicted of a crime or have been charged with a crime.
He says the agency targets human traffickers, drug dealers, and some of the worst offenders.
For ICE to go away would be a big hole in the community, especially for law enforcement.
The way he sees it, agents are just enforcing the law.
If they want us to do something differently, they need to look to their congressmen and women.
It's a reprehensible job to do.
Protest organizer Matt Wozniak says ICE agents and detention facility workers can be callous.
And I've spent time in this facility, and the employees there refer to the detainees as bodies. That kind of casual, dehumanizing reference is happening at the very lowest employee level.
Despite this,
I don't think that people who work for ICE are necessarily intrinsically evil.
Wozniak doesn't believe ICE's line that it's targeting the worst of the worst.
The majority of the people in that facility are not criminals.
He says they're tearing families apart, and the conditions inside these facilities are inhumane. So he's taking the protest to an ICE employee's house.
We want to get rid of the entire system.
Trying to send a message.
Change happens when people care about an issue.
It's important for me to talk about my father.
Netta Samini Gomez's father died in the Aurora detention facility.
He was intelligent, he was funny, he was driven.
She's been searching for answers ever since.
It's frustrating, it's confusing. To me, there was no reason why my father would have been picked up.
That's why, at the very least, the ACLU wants
transparency
at the facilities and within the agency, as well as legislation
that'll allow the state to go into that facility on a regular basis, conduct inspections.
For Netta,
nothing can change what happened.
But she wants ICE to see the human side of these immigrants so no one ever has to feel this type of loss again.
I think about them every day.
We care about the people.
Former border agent Jim Spence says this job can be dangerous.
He was standing there with a big rock in his hand ready to smack me with it.
And agents are often harassed.
Never really got physically threatened. But just a lot of screaming and yelling and, you're Nazis.
But something he thinks people don't understand is agents try to help, even spending their own money to do so.
And I'd always go get big bags of popcorn for the kids, and soda pops and stuff like that. I think twice I bought diapers.
But it's their duty to enforce the law and detain undocumented immigrants, agree with it or not. Immigration is a sensitive issue, something one administration after the other has tried to solve. But while lawmakers continue to look for answers, these groups just want their side to be understood. Megan Lopez, Denver 7.
So let us know what you think. Email us your thoughts at 360@thedenverchannel.com. A Denver mom claims a single child is to blame for a number of attacks at her daughter's school. According to this mom, those incidents at Ellis Elementary include 2 staffers being hit in the head by rocks last month. At least one had a concussion. A week later, 2 employees were stabbed by a sharp stick. And just this week, she says that student broke out a window and used a shard of glass as a weapon.
Basically, we're being told that our children's safety is the #1 priority. But then in action, it doesn't feel that way.
The school district said it can't get into specifics because of student privacy, but assured us they are working hard to address the issue. The man who sexually assaulted a woman as she walked her dogs at South Platte Park has been found guilty on all 7 charges. Johnny Harris wrapped a parachute cord around that woman's neck last year. He dragged her 20 feet off the Mary Carter Greenway in Littleton, and he assaulted her. She'd fought back and was able to escape, and today she described this as the most difficult week of her life since that attack. The 49-year-old Harris will be sentenced in December to between 16 years and life in prison. He's already received a 25-year sentence for similar crimes in Denver. Provided the mayor's plan is approved, Denver businesses have until New Year's Day to work out raises for their employees. Mayor Hancock revealed today he wants to see a minimum wage in Denver of $13.80 an hour by January. That will rise to $15.87 in 2021 and then go up based on cost of living for each year after. The mayor acknowledged this task is not an easy one.
As a city, when you think about what has made Denver so successful, is it really boils down to our willingness to tackle the tough conversations. It may make us all uncomfortable, and no doubt that this one will be one of those conversations.
City Council is expected to vote on the plan in November, and the mayor anticipates more than 100,000 people would get a raise under this plan. When they give you excuses, Contact 7 gets you results. A few weeks ago, we told you about a woman who is still waiting for the awning repair that she paid for last summer. Well, our Jason Grenauer got tired of waiting, too, and decided to ask for a refund.
It's old. It needs to be replaced.
Jenny Peters just wanted her front awning replaced.
I always get some excuse, and it never happens. It never comes to fruition.
She placed an order with the company Alsco Cardinal in Denver and paid out $2,000 in June of 2018.
15 months.
Just 1 month ago, the company told Contact 7 there had been a variety of delays, but
the awnings are on order and should be completed by the week of August 26th.
3.5 weeks later,
I'm still sitting with the same. Nothing is done.
So we went to the company to get answers.
I mean, this thing has been ordered forever. It's Alumaline who's kind of dragging this whole damn thing out on me.
The COO, Mike, blamed the company he ordered the awning from and said they had no ETA when Jenny's awning would even be delivered. If she asks for her money back, is that something that you're willing to do at this point since it's taken so long?
Absolutely.
I have the right to have my money returned for failure to do the job that we contracted to do. The job hasn't happened. The right thing is to reimburse the money and give it back.
Jenny says she plans on calling Alsco Cardinal today to get the ball rolling on that refund. We'll be sure to follow up to make sure that happens. Reporting in Denver, I'm Jason Grenauer, Denver 7.
And this has been your Denver 7 On Demand update. Thanks for joining us. Check back here later tonight for another update and download the Denver 7 app for breaking news and alerts. I'm Ann Trujillo.